Hi, welcome to Christ Strong Ministries. This is Tyler Stauffer, and I'm just talking about keeping our thoughts directly on the Lord throughout the whole day. So I encourage you guys and everybody that teaches under me, the foundational thing is hearing from the Lord right at the beginning of the day. That's a huge foundation, and everything else will be built on top of that communication with the Lord. And when you do it yourself, but in the morning, I don't know if you want to go on your knees or if you want to have your prayer time, or you pray in your car to your commute. If you don't commute and you're working from home, to just have that special time to just plug into the Lord. Like we are just giant satellite dishes, and every single morning we need to be tuned in to the Lord, and we need to yield our will to Him every single day. Now, what I want to go into today is when we tune into the Lord and we did good. But we get distracted throughout the day, and anything can be a distraction. And I'm not really going to go into the distractions, but I want to talk about trains of thought that derail you throughout the day. So it can be from the enemy, or it could just be from our own normal just trains of thought that are thinking about the past, thinking about the future, but it derails us from keeping in His presence. We can continue to keep in His presence all day by having our minds passively on the Lord throughout the day. Have you ever had like a song in your head that you just can't get rid of, and you're singing it all day, and you're like, I don't even like this song, and I'm singing it all day? Well, I'm kind of comparing it this that you can actually have an awareness of the Lord in the back of your mind or in your mind throughout the whole day, and that is just being tuned into Jesus Christ throughout the whole day. Now, I want to go into that when we are tuned into the Lord and thinking about His heavenly presence and Him all around us. Like, I want to elaborate, like all around us isn't everyone's aware that there's oxygen all around us, and we're breathing it in every single day. But I want you to close your eyes and acknowledge that the Lord is in the atmosphere all around you, just like the oxygen in the molecules, and that His presence is there, whether you feel it or not. He's all around you, and eventually you become sensitive to it, and eventually you will feel it as long as you dial in. But where I want to go in with this video today is derailing your mind. Have you ever just been on a mind train? You're actually happy throughout the day, and literally 30 seconds later, you're thinking about a past traumatic event, or you're thinking about something that bothers you, and then all of a sudden you're just avidly mad. Like, if it, like you're just mad and you're angry or you're charged, and you're like, whoa, like what just happened? I was just happy 30 seconds ago. What train was I on? Now, it's really easy to be like, oh, that's an attack from the enemy, and it most likely is, especially if it's trying to make you mad and angry, or trying to charge you with negative emotion. But we need to not get angry at that. Once we acknowledge and become aware that it is the enemy, that's great. But now we don't get mad at the enemy. What we do is just, they were able to allow our satellite dish to look to the left or look to the right. But all we need to do, and that's is our responsibility, is just to direct that dish back at the Lord, and try to dial in peace. But try to just get that dish back on the Lord. And if you really want to say sorry to Him, the Lord doesn't really mind, but He just wants you to redirect your, more or less, your spiritual dish or your satellite dish within back on the Lord, your attention back on the Lord passively. Like if you're working throughout the day, obviously you're actively using your mind. You can't always think about the Lord, but there is an indwelling in the Spirit where you're passively in the Lord all day because you've set your focus on the Lord in the beginning of your day. That's why the morning, I'm just talking about 5 minutes, 2 minutes, whatever you can handle in the morning, and just laying your will down, and laying your mind down, and be like, Lord, I set my heart on you today. You will start seeing changes in your life. You will start operating in peace, and He is with you all day long. You're never alone. And I just want you to tap into this and tap into that. You will be derailed throughout your days. Every single day, you're going to get derailed. But no, you will start learning that there's a difference between just your normal thoughts to actual spiritual darkness derailment. But don't get mad at it. Just accept it for what it is, and just refocus on the Lord. Be blessed today, and take care, all.